Welcome to Mojo Grip Mike here. Today we're checking out some starter airplanes that are perfect for the cross-country flyer. Whether you're no pilot or you've been flying for a while, these airplanes can suit your needs because you can also use them for training. The first aircraft on the list is the CESSNA 182. And I'm listing this first because it's the only high wing that's made it on the list. The CESSNA 182 has proven to be a reliable airplane for decades. Even the US military depends on this aircraft. When you go through the lines of Cessnas, you have the 150, the 152, the 170, 172, and so on and so forth. When you get to the 182, this is the grandfather of it all. The CESSNA 182 is not your typical primary trainer. But once you move into the IFR training or you want to train for your commercial, this airplane is perfect. It's perfect because it's nimble, it's very forgiving, low stall speeds, but you can also go fast in these things. With the starting 230 horsepower, you can go as fast as 160 miles per hour. That's 145 knots in cruise. Useful load on the 182, a little over 1,000 pounds. And many 182s you find in the market today will have different variations of engines, but they're all in the category of high performance. The CESSNA 182 is also a complex aircraft. This is why it's used mostly for commercial training. But the best part about a 182 is that you can use it for cross-country flights. The range on your average 182, 500 to 600 miles, so you can load it up, take your family, and go on a nice trip. Right now in the used market, you can find a well-maintained CESSNA 182 between $90,000 and $250,000. Next, we have the Piper Warrior. Go to any flight schools around the country and you're likely going to find a Piper Warrior. The Warrior belongs to the Cherokee family, which Piper have been building for many, many years. And a PA-28-161 to be exact, this model comes with a 160 horsepower Lycoming engine. That propels you to fly at a decent cruise speed of 120 knots. The useful load on this bird, 972 pounds. So you can fill it up and go somewhere. But even when you're not flying cross country and you just bought this plane to train in it, you can get your private pilot license. You can even use the Warrior for instrument training. The Piper Cherokee lines of airplanes have been known to be very stable and safe. This is why you still find them at a lot of flight schools. And as a pilot owner, you can use it to get multiple tickets. As I said, your private, your instrument, even commercial license. And the best part is you can get your family in there and go places. For the value and performance you get in a Warrior, the price couldn't be any more perfect. If you look in the used market right now, you can find a Piper Warrior anywhere between $30,000 and $60,000. That is a great value for what you get. Next, we have the Grumman Tiger, arguably one of the most reliable cross-country flyers you can get your hands on. The Grumman Tiger is the 4-seat version of the Yankee. Now, there are different variations for the Grumman 4-seater, but the Tiger is the absolute cream of the crop. Comes with the Lycoming 180 horsepower engine with enough useful load to carry 3 to 4 people, and you're not compromising for your cabin space. The Grumman Tiger has enough ample room for you and your passengers, and you'd be flying at over 130 knots. That translates to 160 to 170 miles per hour. The useful load in the Grumman Tiger is 1,040 pounds. Fill up those tanks and you can still go a few hundred miles. The Grumman Tiger is not the typical airplane you'll find in a flight school. Maybe this is why they hold their value much better. But there are a lot of flying clubs around the country that keeps this bird in their hangars. They're perfect for training and they're perfect for cross-country flights. A used Grumman Tiger today, you can find one between $50,000 and $60,000. Next on the list is the Piper Cherokee 235. Another superb airplane that is in the line of the Cherokee family. So maybe you thought about getting a Warrior, but you need more space or you need more power. The 235 is the perfect choice. With a lot more power, you have the Lycoming 235 horsepower engine, and you've got a lot more room, 50% more room than you have in your Piper Warrior. The useful load in the 235, 1,430 pounds. And that big engine gets you in the air fast. You're climbing at over 1,000 feet per minute, and once you get to cruise, expect speeds between 130 and 140 knots. The best part about a Piper Cherokee 235, just like any other Cherokees before it, is that this is a perfect trainer. It's a fixed landing gear airplane, so less workload for the pilot, and it's a well-capable aircraft to get your private pilot license and your instrument ratings. The range on the 235, 800 to 1,000 miles. That's right, you can fill this thing up with 4 people and go 1,000 miles. If you were looking to buy one, you can find a used one in the market, decently kept, for around $40,000 and $60,000. And the last plane on the list today is the Diamond DA-40. Modern, sleek, and very forgiving. I personally train in the DA-40 and I can attest to how nice this airplane is. Whether you're looking to fly it for training or you're looking to go cross country, this airplane can fit the bill. You've got a Lycoming 180 horsepower engine, your useful load is a little over 800 pounds, and you're typically cruising between 120 and 130 knots. The Diamond DA-40 not only comes with modern amenities, but this airplane is one of the safest airplanes you can get your hands on. You can find all the DA-40s with steam gauges, which is perfect for a new pilot, but many of the DA-40s out there come with a glass panel, namely the G1000. So whether you train just to get your private pilot or your instrument rating, this airplane is perfect. With the glass panel, you can shoot approaches, and you wouldn't need to bother with having an ADS-B on board because the G1000 already has one. Now, for what you get in the DA-40, you are going to pay a premium. Most of the early models of the DA-40 will cost you over $100,000. But if you search really hard, you may be able to find it right at the $100,000 line. But more than likely, you'd be spending $150,000 to about $250,000 on a Diamond DA-40. Still a great bang for the buck. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if this is your first time, make sure you subscribe to Mojo Grip. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Mike, and I will catch you on the next video.